Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video we have something that I have been looking forward to for the past couple of days, because what we're going to be doing today is unboxing a viewer donation. This right here is a computer that was very kindly and very generously donated to me by a viewer named Mitchell. He actually contacted me a while back over on Twitter and told me that he saw in one of my videos a couple of months ago I had mentioned that I was wanting to get my hands on a Windows XP tablet computer and that I've just never been able to actually find one, and he said that he had one and he wants to actually, send it to me and have me show it off on the channel. And I just want to give a huge thank you, man, because this is going to be really awesome. I think that most of you guys watching this are going to really enjoy the couple of videos that I have planned to make on this computer. But today's video is just going to be an actual unboxing. We're going to be opening this thing up, and this is a true unboxing. I have been dying to actually get into this myself, but I wanted to save my reaction and everything for you guys on video here. And I'm gonna have Mitchell's Twitter linked down below if you guys want to actually go and check him out and follow him over there. Let's just go ahead and without any further ado jump into it. So this was shipped in one of these nice priority mail boxes. I believe they have the so this isn't one of the ones that actually has like the little pull tab, so we're just gonna go ahead and peel it off here. So let me go ahead and do that. But here we go. So we've got it open. We're going to go ahead and open it up here. It looks like we have another box inside. So I guess that, this was used as just some packing material. So we're going to go ahead and pull this one out here. Okay, so this one right here actually looks to be the laptop itself. This actually is a used box. So I'll go ahead and set that aside for the moment. And right underneath that we have what looks to be the power adapter. So yeah, it's actually missing the battery. That's what he said over in his Twitter DM. So he sent me the power adapter so we can still actually try this thing out. So yes, thank you for actually sending me this as well, because this is going to be obviously extremely helpful to actually getting this thing to power on. And we'll go ahead and open up this box right here, which is actually going to contain obviously the laptop itself. So this fits a little bit better in this setup that I'm currently using here. So I'll go ahead and open this up here, and here is the laptop itself. It's actually much lighter than I thought. That is, well, it doesn't have the battery, so that probably has something to do with it. So we'll go ahead and set that box aside, and let me go ahead and take this bubble wrap off here. So yes, this is a Toshiba laptop right here, so it does match the power adapter. So we'll go ahead and set that down. I don't believe there's any note or anything like that in here, at least not that I can see. So I'm just going through this paper right here. I don't see a note, so that's okay. We'll go ahead and just set that paper aside here. And here is the laptop itself. So let's go ahead and just go around it here. Now, like I said, this thing is much smaller than I thought. I was thinking this was going to be like a 15-inch laptop. This is definitely much smaller and compact than I thought it was going to be. Like I said, I've never messed around with any laptop, any Windows XP tablet computer ever. Like, I've never actually gotten to mess with one. It's something that I've always wanted to do, and I've mentioned it many times on this channel. I think that I've always been, whenever I go to one of the thrift stores here in my area, or I'm shopping for something on eBay, I'm always on the lookout for these, because I've just wanted to have one to do videos on, Windows XP Tablet Edition on this channel and do it on real hardware, because obviously it's not that easy to take a look at a tablet OS on a standard computer in a virtual machine. It's just not the entire experience. So this right here is a actual tablet laptop. So before we actually take a look at this computer powered on, let's go ahead and jump into the port selection and what this machine actually has to offer. So on the left side here, we've got what looks like a Wi-Fi switch as well as a card reader right there. We can go ahead and flip it over to the back side. On the back side, you've got what looks like a modem and an Ethernet port right here. You have a VGA out, so you could use this with a second monitor if you want to. You got two USB ports as well as a power port where you actually plug in the power adapter. And on this side here, you have what looks like I'm assuming this is like a Kensington lock of some kind. And we also have this button contraption over here. I'm not really sure. Oh, this is the stylus probably. Yeah. Okay, so this right here is the stylus. I was kind of wondering, like, what is this? Like, it's a button here and it pops out. No, this is the actual stylus. So the stylus, if I can get it out here, is included. So it's probably not the best that I'm doing this on an angle here, but this is the stylus. I assume it's the original one because it fits in that port. Yeah, so it does say Toshiba right there. So this is an official stylus that was made for this thing that obviously fits in the actual laptop itself. So that is definitely very useful. So go ahead and just set that back in here for the time being. And on the bottom here is where you can see that the laptop battery is completely missing. So this, I assume, is going to be one of those batteries that has the cover kind of on the top of the battery. So, you know, the entire battery would just sit in here, or it could be that the entire cover is missing. It just doesn't look like that, though, because it looks like there's no screws, that the battery just literally sits in there and it locks in through this little lever on the side here. That's enough talking. That's enough taking a look at what's actually on the outside. Let's go ahead and jump into the inside really quickly here. So to open the machine up, there's this little button right here. Oh, and actually, well, I totally forgot. There's some stuff on the front here. So on the front, you've got a built-in SD card reader, which is super useful. You've got a microphone and headphone jack, as well as a little dial, I assume, is going to control the volume of your headphones. And right here is the little button that actually unlatches the display and actually allows you to open it. So when you go ahead and actually press that here, it just pops up like that. And this little thing actually moves around so that you can I assume flip this display around 180 degrees, which it does, by the way, which is pretty cool. And you can lock it in that way and actually have the screen facing toward you. So just to show you how that works, when you open this thing up here, and I do have to say that this thing is in incredible shape. I mean, you can see here that there's not really, let me go ahead and just zoom in here and show you, there's really not a whole lot of wear on the keyboard at all. The keyboard and the trackpad are going to be obviously the most used components on a laptop, and they're going to show the most sign of wear. So it's pretty awesome that these do look very nice. There are no keys missing. All of the keys are here. You can see if I go ahead and pan the camera up here, every single key is here, and this little arrow right here is actually just kind of indicating to you that you can move this display and turn it 180 degrees, as I mentioned. Now, it does not turn right, so it only goes to the left. So the entire display, if you just start to kind of push it to the left while holding the base, it will actually rotate. So you can set this up in kind of a multitude of different ways. You could have it kind of like on a stand, sort of kind of facing out this way, and you know, have it set up like this, and you can, you know, use the actual tablet pen on this side, and then you can also adjust kind of the angle that it's at. So you can literally make this thing completely flat. All you have to do is use this built-in latch here, rotate it downward, and then lock it in like that, and there you go. Now you have a tablet that will sit on your desk, and you can use this way, or you could kind of have it at an angle facing toward you. There's a ton of different ways that you know, you can actually do this, which is pretty cool. Let me go ahead and actually rotate this back here, because I do want to show you that the power switch actually looks to be on the monitor, or not on the monitor, but on the screen itself. You can see that right there, this little on-off slider looks to be the power button. There's not a power button on the keyboard or anywhere down here at all, so I assume it's going to be there, and it makes the most sense for it to be there, because, you know, if you were using this as a you know, tablet with it with the display flat, you would obviously want to be able to power it on without opening it up. So I think that you guys have waited long enough. Let's go ahead and actually power this thing on and see what it's all about. So I'm going to go ahead and flick the little power switch right here, and I obviously do have it plugged in, so that's how it's able to actually power on. And we're going to go ahead and start Windows normally. And here we go. So this is the standard Windows XP boot screen. So XP Tablet Edition does not have like a, you know, specialized boot screen or anything like that. It's all the same. And actually, while we're at it, let me go ahead and just pop the tablet pen out here, just so we have it. It's much easier to actually get out when you're on a level surface. So we've got the tablet pen out here, ready to use. And he did say, Mitchell did say that there are some programs that he is left on the desktop for me to actually show you guys. I'm ready to go ahead and check that out here. So you can see already we have a couple things happening. We have the on-screen keyboard has come up, and it actually looks like it's going away here, okay. But we do have this welcome to tablet PC, and you can see that, oh, it's actually kind of like, so that's actually really, really cool. I didn't even realize that it did this, but you can see that I'm not actually touching the display. I just have the actual, you know, I was trying to figure out what to call this. This tablet pen. I almost call this a track point. I actually have the tablet pen kind of just hovering on the outside. Let me go ahead and just zoom in so you can see this a little bit better. I've got this pen is not like, that's making contact with the display. I've got it kind of hovering out, and you can see that it's actually moving the mouse cursor around. So I'm not actually touching the display at all, it's just kind of hovering, and it's moving the mouse cursor around. That is very cool. I didn't even realize that this did this. So there you go. That is, I mean, I just learned something new. I didn't even realize that this software did this. But so yes, there are multiple ways to actually interface with the system. You can use the standard, you know, trackpad and keyboard and use it kind of just as a standard, you know, laptop. But this is XP Tablet Edition. Also, something I'm noticing is the Windows key is completely like in a different position on the keyboard. It's right up here. You can see that right there. That's the Windows key. Very interesting. Down here, you've got the Control, FN, and the Alt keys. Down here, where the Windows key is normally like about right in this area. So I'm not sure if that has anything to do with this being a tablet computer, because you couldn't access this like with the tablet actually opened up. Like there would be no way for you to access any of this. So I don't know why. I guess they just put it up there because they wanted to put this like FN key down here. I really have no idea. So what I was gonna do is type in WinVer here and show you guys that this does actually say Windows XP Tablet PC Edition. So check that out. The username is Toshiba. But yes, there you go. So we'll go ahead and just hit OK there. Now, Mitchell has actually left some programs in here for us to actually take a look at, which I'm going to do in a follow-up video to this, where I kind of want to do a more in-depth look at this laptop. This is like the very basic stuff here. I'm just kind of showing you guys that I got this. And it works. That's kind of what I'm trying to do in this video here. There's going to be a much more in-depth video later on if you guys want to see that, so be sure to drop a comment down below and let me know if you guys want to see that or not. But he's actually left this text document in here. Let me go ahead and just open it up. And right here, I'll go ahead and just expand this right here. He kind of talks about some of the stuff that he's left in here. Okay, so I've zoomed in on it, so you should be able to see everything a little bit better. But he says, "Hi Michael, this folder includes just about every document and piece of software I would normally put on a restored computer for my own collection. This copy of Windows is basically in a clean state aside from all the appropriate drivers being installed and Windows automatic updates performed. Here in this folder I've included all the driver installers and some documentation relevant to this laptop, a copy of the Windows installer itself in the form of 2 disk images with the product key." That's actually very nice. Windows standalone update files that were prerequisites for some drivers to be installed, other official updates to Windows that are not provided by Windows Automatic Update, a probably not entirely legitimate copy of Microsoft Office 2003 that I have used for several years, now on multiple computers with no signs of malware corruption. Obviously you can make the choice to use it or not. Optional software goodies for XP provided by Microsoft during the XP era, power toys and tablet PC add-ons, definitely very nice. Third-party software, many that are either on the latest versions compatible with XP Service Pack 3 or are the latest versions with UIs that I think still match the overall aesthetic of XP, i.e. old versions of Spotify, Google Earth, other versions, or older version of AOL Instant Messenger that can connect to a private AIM server, VirtualBox version with Sun. So he had mentioned this too. He has the latest version of VirtualBox back when it was still called Sun Microsystems VirtualBox, back when it was actually still developed by Sun before Oracle bought Sun out. So that is going to be pretty cool, just because I used to use VirtualBox back when it was owned by Sun Microsystems, so I just thought that would be pretty cool to actually take a look at on video. Maybe it could be something else that we do on this laptop here. And an iTunes version before iOS 7 was released. He says that he highly recommends digging through the third-party software folder and trying some of it out. If not on this machine, perhaps on a virtual machine. I think they're all interesting and worth taking a look at. And in case you're like me and want computers you care about to always have as pure copy of Windows as possible throughout their lifetimes, everything I've included here for you are the exact installers I have used for years now, and I'm confident that all of it installs and uninstalls cleanly without cluttering up system files or leaving too many remnants behind. Anyway, I hope this message finds you well, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts and seeing this machine on your channel in the near future. And I think he has a little bit more down here. We can scroll down. Cheers from Pennsylvania, Mitchell Green. So thank you, Mitchell, just again for taking the time to actually write this out. And yes, this is just super awesome. Now, like I said, I want to do a full, in-depth video where we actually dive into this laptop in more detail, but I think that's going to go ahead and just wrap it up right now, just because this video is going on. It's the audio recording I have here is over 30 minutes long, so I'm going to go ahead and just sign out for now, but I promise you guys we will take a closer look at this laptop in a future video. So guys, if you enjoyed this one, and if you're looking forward to seeing the more in-depth video on this laptop, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to get subscribed down below. Also, be sure to head on over to Mitchell over on Twitter, his actual Twitter profile. I'm going to have that link down below. I just want to give just a huge thank you. He's the only reason that I'm making this video right now, because he was so generous and kind to actually send this out to me, for me to actually showcase on this channel for all of you guys here. So thank you so much, Mitchell, again. And as always, guys, I just want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.